Okay, I would venture to believe that from here on out, which means today, tomorrow, 5 days next week, which it's odd, it's on our calendar that a week from yesterday or the 17th, is that region track on a Wednesday? That's what it says in our announcements. I don't know, does that sound accurate to you? I just think it's odd that it's on a Wednesday. But nonetheless, just like last fall, I put a type of review, if you want to call it a packet or questions. It's like having a blank slate. In other words, everything that we talked about throughout the course of the semester, and allows you a chance to start over. And we'll go ahead and take a look at, of course, what it would look like for yourselves. As you can see, the first types of problems that we had gone over, these are just stoichiometry problems, just I think maybe some mass to moles, but the majority of them are moles to moles. So again, this is in the drop folder, and it's got page numbers at the bottom here. So you can do that at your convenience, okay? So again, it's just like having the opportunity to start over. So what that does is allows you to say, gosh, there was one part of this semester that was worse. I don't want to say worse, but maybe more confusing than any other. If you had to take a pick, what do you think you need the most work on? Okay? So, for instance, if we were to do that, we're past that. Here we are at Boyle's Law on page 8, it looks like. Okay? Well, there might not be a whole lot of problems on there. Now we're getting into closer to the gas stoichiometry. And then here's heat and temperature. I guess I don't have them all in there specifically, but again, it allows you the opportunity to go through here and take a look at what you think you need more work on. These are just manometer problems. I don't have, darn it, I don't have Boyle's and Charles's gas laws on here. Is that, do you feel that's worth your time to go over? That's the only comment that we've heard. Okay, so we can do that. I don't want to say gas. I'm laughing at 3 individuals in here. You got it. Mm-hmm. Breathe thingy mechanisms, right? Okay. Oh, I suppose we should have to make a conversion, right? We shouldn't just give it to you in atmospheres. That's too simple. I mean, ATMs, are you going to get cash at the ATM? No? No? Go to the ATM? Yeah. Get some cash? Yeah. No? Okay. Did you know at one time, I think you used to be able to choose your currency that you were withdrawing. It didn't always have to be 20s. And we know that that's certainly the case for anyone who has ever had to sit and take tickets or take money at the concession stand. Everyone walks up with a $20 bill. Well, that's not your problem. You got 50s and 100s that you pull out of your billfold, right? Go with that? Sure. Can you even tell me who's on the $50 bill? Ulysses. Ulysses who? Yeah. President Grant's on the $50 bill. $100 bill, what president is on there? Trick question. He was not a U.S. president. Yes. Okay. But anyway, the atmospheric pressure is, we'll say, 97 kilopascals. Okay? We should maybe say available volume. That would make more sense. Because there's lots of air outside, but it's not all available to breathe. All right. If you remember, what clue can you use to help yourself out once you have your setup done? Because what type of relationship is this? Toxic, maybe? Probably. Kind of a chemistry, a love-hate relationship. It's toxic. Yeah. Okay. Moving along. What is your formula for Boyle's law? It has volume and pressure in it. So these little subscript numbers got to mean something, right? Which they do. And it's different than Charles's gas law. Okay, there you have your, I don't know if you want to say your variables are offset, but what that means is you have initial conditions and final conditions. Here you have initial, final, and what that means is in Boyle's law, if the pressure is dropping, what is the volume doing? Was that a guess? Well, it was a pretty good guess. Okay? Now that's different than Charles's gas law, where if the temperature is dropping, what is the volume doing? That's also going down. Okay? So what we could do is notice that from the outside atmosphere to inside the lungs, what did the pressure do? Say that again. It went down or it dropped. So if the pressure went down, what's the volume going to do? It will go up. That's how we breathe. Okay? We do not create suction with our lungs. It's not a motor like on a vacuum where you hit the switch and a motor turns on and drops the pressure. Okay? So with that, this is a different mechanism. The lungs are not muscles. Yes?
You should ask the boys how many lobes in the lungs. Do you actually know it?
Well, they could take a guess. Well, they could surprise you. Okay, so who do you have in mind?
Jackson and Dawson.
Okay? So you are the left lung, you are the right lung. Okay? How many partitions / lobes do you have being the left lung?
Quite a bit.
Okay, so what's quite a bit?
I'd say 80 something.
I'm sorry.
I told you.
I don't think we're going to have a chance to get back to this because I put this in sleep mode, so I can just as well shut this off.
Actually, I'm going to say 12.
Okay. Well, what made you change your mind?
I feel like I was a little too high on the number. But yeah.
Okay. You know why you don't know that?
Yeah, so not many people.
Because you did not learn it. That's right. Okay. So what would you say being the right lung?
2.
Oh, what'd you just say?
3.
One of you has 3, one of you has 2, but which one's which?
I have 3, yes.
You're on the left side.
What's on your left side? The dump. What's a dump?
My heart.
Okay. Okay, so what is my lobes?
The left. 3.
Okay, if
The
you're
left. I got 5.
You got 3, you got 2. Okay.
you have to like look at it from like this.
Mm-hmm.
This would be your brain.
I was looking at it from me. My left is where my heart is.
We're solving problems here, in case you're wondering. Okay. Okay, this is a little tricky. What is our initial pressure? You would think so, but you got to take it one step further than that. You got the right number, but the wrong process. Okay, we take 97 and divide that by 101.325. And upon doing that, okay, see, I like how you said that. Because this is a number, not a letter. Right? Okay? So what is our initial volume? I think you said it. Okay? I just presumed it just happened to guess right, that you probably said it. 210 milliliters. Okay. What is our second volume?
0.91.
We don't know the new volume, but then the second pressure, which would be this divided by what? And when you do that, what do we get?
0.92.
Now let's face it. If this young man didn't say 0.92, would you have said the other way? Would you have said letter or number? You would have said number? Well, don't look at them. They can't help you. Now we're mumbling. What are we mumbling?
I don't know.
If you don't know, how am I supposed to know? Okay? So, by using this logic that we have established, what should the volume be in reference to 210 milliliters? Should it be higher or lower? It should be higher. Okay? So once you have this done, do what the formula tells you to do, which means 210 times 0.95, and you get what? 216.8. Okay, so then what do we get with these two variables? So how do we get V2 all by itself now? Use your algebraic skills. And your algebraic skills are telling you what? We're going to divide by 0.92. And our new volume is what?
216.8.
It's probably pretty close, 216. I would have hoped that it was going to be a little larger than that, but that's what you get.
So your
You put the wrong number
top
up there.
one, like the equation, is supposed to be 199.5.
Yeah.
Like the other side of that
On the
equation.
right-hand side.
Yep, that.
I could have swore I heard 216. Did?
That was the final answer.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. What was this? 1.
199.5.
Okay, and then 216.8. Okay, that's a little better then. Okay. Boyle's law. Okay. But in my estimation, I would not per se. If we got a question about this, that's fine. There might be one question about this, but the entire backbone of inorganic chemistry is what concept? Starts with an S. Stoichiometry. Okay? So whether that is moles to mass, mass to moles, mole to mole, mass to mass, gas stoichiometry, limiting reactants, percent yields, okay? And then with heat and temperature, there's probably a 5-step problem on there to possibly try to accomplish. And then the organic portion. And speaking of that, did we have the opportunity to see your exams back? Did you? I think I handed them back, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Is there anything else that you feel you would like to go over? We're not in any race to try to cram a lot of content in a short amount of time. We've got multiple days here, so I feel our time is utilized better by taking our time rather than spending 45 minutes every day on a single topic, okay? Because we're so close to the end and it's so grueling.
I think we
This
should
year's.
have a cheat sheet for this class.
Okay. I'm going to go with no. We've determined that that was enough for today, and I think we're all okay with that. So tomorrow we'll look at another portion of this, whether it's general stoichiometry or limiting reactants and or percent yields or gas stoichiometry. We'll certainly save heat and temperature and organic compounds for next week. We can do that. All right, we'll catch up to you next time.